All right, hello everyone. This is Wild Blaze from Creative Media Vault in Tokyo, Japan. And today is Tutorial Tuesday. So it is now Tuesday in Tokyo anyway. So I hope that everyone is having a good week so far. Probably a pretty busy Monday. It's actually rainy season here in Japan. So if you see me like looking out here, that's because like I have my window open because I have my laundry outside. And if it starts raining, I might have to like bounce and like go grab everything. But so I'm going to be keeping an eye on that because recently it's just kind of been like, icky nighty, like a gorilla rain. So it's like, and I have like all my best clothes outside. So anyway, like, I hope everybody's doing well. Not too much has changed from the last stream a couple nights ago. So we're just going to kind of continue with building the game that I'm currently working on, which is this one. CDULO Beyond the Outer Rim, which is my Kickstarter game. So let's take a look at my Kickstarter page again, or my draft Kickstarter page. I've got my stretch goals and everything like that already planned and set up. So, yes, definitely stop by and check those out. This is the draft at the moment. Some things will change, but the general overview of the campaign and the layout and stuff is like basically kind of done. I am just going to be switching around some of the graphics, and like adding more content as the game gets built, which considering I want to launch this around like September, I need to hurry the hell up. Um, so anyway, like you can find out more about this game by going to my website, creativemb.com. And you can just like type in creativemb.com and it'll take you like to the main page, and then you can just find this game. And this will give you like some updates and some screenshots and some cool information about the characters. All right. So yeah, definitely check that out, and I check out the other games on my site as well. And then I will be putting like some more playable demos up on itch.io, so you can like just go check that out. And like there's nothing there right now, so if you go there, it's just like a little crappy like Mac version, which we're trying to fix at the moment. All right. So what we're going to be doing today is I need to go ahead and speed up the process for looking at my looking at my live streaming software. I need to go ahead and speed up the process for animation because I do want to get on to like a level design next week, and we haven't made any enemies, and I'm kind of like falling behind schedule. But I've been busy with other stuff too, so like leave me alone. Um, so today we're going to be kind of working on this character. This is Franklin. You were just kind of looking at him down here. So we've already done like animations for like Zinjin, Megan, and Corey down here, and these are not final animations, so some of them might change as well. But we need to go ahead and at least get the basic animation done for the other characters so that I can put them into my my demo game on itch.io, and you guys can go ahead and start playing around with it and seeing what the game kind of feels like. So we're going to be working with Franklin today, who is the engineer of our group. He's also got a very, very interesting story. Now he is not a character in the actual book. Like he's not included in the book that this series is based on, which you can kind of find online here, or you can find on like iTunes. So the original source material for this game is the book called Wildfire Legend of the Ryukage, which you can go and find on the iTunes store. But while Franklin is part of the team, Franklin's part is not in this book because this game is actually comes between chapters 2 and 3. Not 2 and 3, yeah, it comes between chapters 2 and 3, and so this game is actually filling in a lot of the information and a lot of the events that happen in between those two chapters. This character is not written into the book, as well as a few of the, but he is mentioned. He will be mentioned in the book, but you're just not gonna like get an in-depth story of him. So I can explain a little bit about him while we're building his animation, but I don't want to give away too much information because, well, I want you guys to read my books and play my games. Damn it! And while you're at it, stop by my online store and buy some shit. So like I do have like character merchandise for these characters, which I'll like show you at the end of this. But for now, let's jump in over to Unity, and I'll show you what I've kind of got going already over here. Um, So when we jumped in the Unity last time, we were working on Megan, the character Megan. So I'll go ahead and turn her on. I'll turn her on. I was like, turn her on, and show you what we were working with her. So we just did her basic animations. Right, and now I'll go ahead and like kill this guy. Alright, so that was like one of the animations that we just did, her attack animation. So we gave her her run animation, her jump animation, and Megan had like a double jump, so she got jump boots, so she'll have like a double jump, and so we got that little graphic down there. We gave her an attack animation, like so it's kind of like a little triple combo here that she can use to like slice and dice. This is a wall. I'm gonna add something to this wall so you can tell when it's been hit, but right now it's just kind of sitting there out. Oh, we gave her her animation. Well, I put that on the wall so we could easily trigger it. So when she runs into something, she gets knocked back. I don't have anything that can kill her at the moment. Alright, I'll go ahead and like kill this wall because yeah. But anyway, this is kind of what we were doing with all of the characters. We're just kind of giving them their little basic animations, and let's see if this guy can kill her. Okay, and then we gave her her dead animation right there. Alright, so, she has it, so she's got it. We've got Zinjin, who also has his basic animation, but you can't see right now because he's not turned on. So that's a little bug that I gotta fix. Alright, so we're going to be doing the same thing, just giving Fanklin his basic animations and like getting him set up. He's already kind of got like his like one of his super moves already as well. Oh, damn it, I didn't get her super move. But if you've been watching my stream, then you kind of know we've already got set up here. Alright, these boxers are just kind of in the way to give the characters like some little obstacles that will hurt them, but they're not going to be in the actual game because that just wouldn't make any sense. And now I'm like playing this too long and make it like, get me out of here, man. And it's like a tight space. Okay. And like, so we're gonna go ahead and set Fanklin up, get his super weapon like going here. I do notice that I've got like a couple of extra screens here. Like these two lines, I'm gonna get rid of one of those very quickly for Megan. But anyway, this is what we're gonna be working on for Fanklin. So let me go into Megan very quickly, and I'll need to kill something on her. She got her sniper rifle here, and then when her sniper rifle is turned on, her heavy missile should not be on. So am I getting to okay, that's why. No, that's not it. Yeah, I have to find out where the extra laser is like coming in at. Yeah. Because she I noticed that she had like 2 lasers. Oh, and I don't want that. Okay. Actual weapon. You got another laser in here? Okay, yeah. That's something I'll take a look at later then. It's not really an essential thing at the moment. So let's go ahead and get started with doing the animation for Fanklin. Alright, so I'm going to turn Megan off. Now, the bug that I mentioned last time is that normally I can quickly switch between my characters. But, and right now that's not a problem. But when it comes to the animation, I am having a problem with switching them and being able to use their abilities, but the animation's not triggering on their player controller. So I'll need to ask someone about that or do a little bit more research. But, for right now, we're just going to turn Fanklin on directly. And then we're going to go in here and animate this guy. Alright, so for animation, Fanklin has already been set up for animation. So remember, the way that I animated, I tend to use like body part animation for most of this because I'm not using the spine renderer or the spine editor in Unity. So basically I'm just breaking my characters apart into different like little parts and like arms and hands and stuff like that, and then I'm just manually animating them in the animation like window here. And the reason I'm doing that is because like my characters will have some pretty funky movement that does not necessarily agree with inverse kinematics, uh, and it was causing me a lot of trouble. So this way is actually easier, and it allowed me like a free range of motion for what I want to do with my characters. So if I want them to twist or if I want them to like flip or something like that, it's just easier to manage. And also it gives me a lot more options for being able to swap out body parts or hide body parts and stuff like that. So that's why I'm using this method. All right, so Franklin, the engineer of Team Ashara. He's the guy he's mainly the guy who takes care of, helps take care of their ship, the not the Repo Raven, the Shadow Raven. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give him an idle animation. All right, so I'll remember when you're animating anything in Unity, you want to make sure that you have the correct object selected, and you want to turn on this record button here. Right. Hold on, I just got a message. Give me a second. Why are you messaging me? I'm live streaming. Leave me alone. You heathen. Let's see, who is this? Oh, but this is a paying heathen. All right, so, all right, so, all right, cool. So yeah, this is working. I'll get back to that later. All right, so now what I'm going to do is, I've already clicked this record button. So we've got we're going to work on his idle animation. Now, if you notice, Fanklin is a little bit different from the other characters because his default weapon is a dual wield, right? So he's carrying two guns that he just kind of runs around and like shoots with. So his animation is going to need to reflect that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start by actually turning his primary weapons off. Right, and that way we can see the rest of his body. And so on this frame right here, I'm going to give him, actually, let me turn these back on and jump out to frame 10. So I'll go ahead and jump out to frame 10, and then I'll turn these two off here so that we can see what we're doing. And let's see, basically we're just going to do the same thing that we always do. I'm going to grab his head, or actually grab his body, and grab all of his belt parts, leave his legs alone, and he's got a weapon prop here as well. Hold on, let me make sure that is the correct weapon prop. No, that wasn't. Okay. Where is it? Fanklin body, Fanklin weapon, bomb toss, Fanklin bomb launcher. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna grab all of these. So we're gonna grab the bomb launcher, the body, all of the belt parts, and we're just going to move these down at the moment. So we're just gonna kind of drop them down a little bit, and I guess we can go ahead and drop his head down as well. Yeah, just gonna drag all of those down, and then now the issue with Fanklin is going to be his arms, because actually his arms are attached, are his weapons, and they need to be at a certain position so that they can rotate properly. So I'm not really going to mess with his arms too much. So his arms in this case are actually these two primary weapons, right? But if I start trying to move those and manipulate those, then it's going to throw off a lot of the aiming for this game. So that's why I'm not really touching them. So I need to make sure that when he's doing his idle, that we can tell that he's moving, but he's not moving down so much to where his arms are like popping out of their sockets and like floating above his head and shit. So so this looks like a pretty good range of motion for his body. So it's not like his arms are being torn from his socket every time he like tries to breathe. All right, so this is a pretty good range. We can see movement, but it's not like too extreme for him at the moment. All right, and so I'll go ahead and stop playing this. We are going to, on this second frame, we're going to just bend his knees a little bit, and that's kind of something that's kind of standard that I do with all of my game characters. Just bend their knees a bit. So we got Fanklin right leg and Fanklin left leg, which is down here. Don't ask, I set this up when I was sleepy. All right, so I'm gonna like rotate these guys out a little bit, and then inside of both the right and the left leg, I'm going to click inside of them to rotate the lower part backwards. All right, and also for these legs, I might drop the legs down a little bit too. So like I said, this animation style does look a little bit Mendokusai at first, but it's really not. Once you get used to it, it gets really fast. Because you realize that you don't have the same restraints that you would have, well, like when you're trying to use like inverse kinematics or something like that. I tried inverse kinematics with that, and this game just didn't. These characters just didn't like that shit. So, all right. So now he's like boom, boom, boom. All right. So he's got his little bounce on. All right. Cool, cool, cool. And his little back bomb launcher is bouncing with him. All right. Now, for Franklin, his character is also a little bit comical. So there's really two comedians in this group. There's Corey, who we animated last week, and then there's Franklin. Both of them get along very well because one, they're the two who are always kind of working on the ship when shit gets broken, and two, like they kind of have like a similar personality. Like so Franklin, he's actually the well in human standard. Oh shit, that's not what I'm after. Let me make sure I'm on the right frame here. So Franklin, he's actually the oldest member of the team. Like in human standards, he's the oldest member of the team. I'm not gonna tell you who's the oldest because you'll probably be surprised. But yeah, like he's the oldest member of the team, like physically in human standards. But he is. Can I give you this information? Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you that part. So because he's older and he's kind of wiser, but he loves like joking. He likes playing around. He likes to keep things kind of light. He's very dangerous because like for him, he gets excited. He does get excited with battles. So he's a little bit kind of like personality wise. I would say he's more like a dwarf in Lord of the Rings. He kind of loves the thrill of battle, and that's because he loves bombs, right? So, like, he loves blowing shit up. That's his whole thing. It's cost him a few body parts, uh, but he still likes it anyway. All right, so for this is basically his item animation is almost done. So all we're going to do now is we're going to go to the first frame, or this frame 0, and we're going to copy these frames, and we're going to go over frame 30 and paste them. Right, and this will be his whole like little like bounce his whole little idle animation. I think that head movement's a little extreme for him at the moment, so we're going to not move that. We're going to just move his head. So click on the head, rotate it back a little bit to where the rotation isn't so like. Yeah, yeah. Oh, he loves music too, so this does match his character because he's always listening to music when he's working on the ship. He likes old school music too, so right. Oh, old school by their standards, like ancient stuff by their standards, because this does take place in the very, very far future. All right, so let's see. That's his idle animation almost done. Now for their idle animation, I don't want it to be that fast, so I'm gonna probably bump the timing up by highlighting and pulling everything out to like frame 50. That's just too slow. It looks like looks like he's courting somebody. Like, let's get it on. All right, yeah, this works for him. Right. Now, keep in mind, this particular type of game is a Metrovania, so we're not, like, if everything goes well, we're not really going to have time to be looking at the animation like, oh, wow, that's a little bit slower than it should be, because we're going to be too busy trying to avoid lasers and, like, monsters and trying not to get our asses kicked. So, so I don't want to leave the player with too much time to really scrutinize a lot of this animation. It's like they say like don't watch Naruto in in slow speed. All right, so yeah, that's it for his idle animation at the moment. So basically, I just animated all of his other body parts, but I did leave his two arms, which are his primary weapons, alone. All right. So now let's go ahead and do his other animation. So we're going to go ahead and do his attack animation. Now, Franklin will have an attack animation. That's because this character does have the ability to lob bombs, right? So, he's one of the characters that I've given grenades to. So grenades are kind of optional in this game, but he has them by default. So we're going to go ahead and animate this. And for this animation, what am I doing? All right. So for this animation, we're gonna have to get a little bit tricky because if you notice, his guns are kind of attached to both of his hands. So he doesn't have a hand to throw a bomb with that you can see at the moment. However, I did add one. So for his bomb tossing animation, we're gonna go out to frame 10, and we're going to usually I start with the body. So we're going to take this body and we're going to move it, the body and all of the belt parts. We're going to take the body, all of the belt parts, to kind of move them up here, and then we're going to rotate them to show he's kind of leaning into something, getting a little bit of momentum. And this will be for his wind up. So basically it's the same thing that we did last week for Corey. So we're going to give him a bit of a wind up. And his arms are kind of in the way right now, so alright, let me move his head. Alright, so he's just kind of leaning forward. With Corey, I bent his leg, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that for Franklin too. I was wondering if I just kind of want him to lean forward like this and just throw it, or if I want to give him a little bit more of a leg tilt. So we'll try it with the leg tilt first, just to see how it looks. So we're gonna grab his left leg and rotate it out a little bit. Oh, actually, no. I just thought of something else. All of the other characters, when they throw in their bombs, they kind of lean forward. I'm gonna have Franklin do do a little bit of a baseball toss, you know. So let me go ahead and reset all this. Yeah, I'm gonna reset all of this right quick. All right. So instead, what I'm gonna have him do is I'm gonna have him lean backwards first. So I've still got all of his belt parts and his body selected, and I'm gonna rotate them backwards and go here, kind of move them backwards this way. All right, now his arms are kind of getting in the way. I can't really move him backwards too much because of his arms. Right. Okay, so let me line his body up with his belt again. Yeah, so he's gonna kind of rock backwards first, and then for him, we're gonna rotate his leg up, his left leg up, like this. So he's gonna kind of wind up with it, and we're gonna move his head backwards. So you're gonna wind and maybe I'll actually raise his leg up a little bit more too. Yeah, so we're gonna go like this, kind of like you're doing a little bit of a kick. But I don't want people to confuse this with the kick with an attack, so I'll go ahead and bend his knee down. So I'm gonna bend his knee down here and move it over here. Just kind of like this. Alright, there we go. Alright, and I'm gonna have to move his bomb backwards. So I'm gonna move his bomb backwards, his bomb launcher backwards, and rotate that as well. Alright. Now I'm gonna turn one of his primary weapons on, and that will be his back primary weapon. Not that one. This will be the one that's kind of behind him. Ooh, see, this is the problem that I'm talking about. So. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna have to move his body. Yeah, because I can't move this primary weapon or else it'll throw off the rotation. So I've got his body moved back a little bit too much. So let's go ahead and... Alright, let me grab all of these and kind of move them forward a little bit. Alright, I just need to make it, I need to make it to where he's kind of rocking back but believable. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see. So, because I'm not trying to move this arm right here. Okay, that's still within a range. So his arm, does look like he's kind of extending his arm a little bit, but it's not coming detached from his body yet. So we can get away with this. So we can still see him kind of rocking back to wind up. All right. And now, what I'm going to do is, you'll notice under this, I do have arms for him. So I have I have some, not movie clips, what are they? I have some game objects, game objects that are turned off. These are extra arms and legs for him. I just can't find it. Where is his support arm? Okay, yeah. So this one is his like support arm, one of his support arms. Where's his other one? Sub weapon, sub weapon, sub weapon, sub weapon. Fanklin right arm. Ah, here we go. Fanklin left arm. This is okay, and this is Fanklin right arm. Okay, that's with his gun. What do I do with his other arm? I do think I already put that in somewhere. Right leg. I've lost my arm. This is what, left arm, right? Oh, okay, that's right. I didn't name it right, that's why. So this should be the right arm. So that's why I was getting confused. I'm like, huh? Alright. Alright, cool. So this was the arm that was previously hidden. So before he was holding two guns, but like basically what I've done is I've given some extra arms inside of this movie clip that we can of this empty game object that we inside of this game object that we can kind of turn on and off. All right. So this will be used for letting him throw his grenade. So what we're going to do in frame 2 is we're going to grab this top part and we're going to go ahead and rotate it. All right. So first we're going to have him wind backwards. And I'm going to move this a little bit backwards as well. So it kind of looks like he's like doing a bit of a knee, but if I open this up, you know, he's got his elbow joint here as well. So we're just gonna have him like wind up like this, and wind backwards. And that for baseball pitch, should I be up or down? Wind backwards. All right, so that'll be frame 2. All right, and then frame 3. Now I think we can kind of have him do his like little kick thing. So left leg. So we're gonna rotate his left leg up even more, and rotate this one out. Like he's like kicking straight up, you know, like the standard baseball. Not that damn much. Like I just heard. I mean, I just heard his leg go. You know, we're gonna move it up here. I'm not sure if we can actually get him to go straight because like you know, get it completely straight down. Hold on, let me grab this part. So I'm not sure if we can actually get him to do the whole straight baseball kick. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so I think we can kind of get away with that. I do kind of want to rotate him more, but I'm not going to because of this arm here. All right, so for his head, I am going to go ahead and rotate that one backwards. Yeah, like he's kind of looking sky high because he knows he's getting ready to lob this thing. All right, cool. And for his arm now on this frame, for this right arm, I'm gonna rotate this way, and now I'm gonna rotate this one this way, and then I'm going to rotate the bottom part out like this. Okay. Okay, so it looks like he's really wound up here. All right, let's see how this looks. Okay, there we go. Okay, and this leg looks a little bit too stable. So for his right leg, also, I think I'm gonna rotate it, kind of make it look like he's standing up a little bit more. So like, okay, there we go. And then this way, good. All right, and for his body, I think I'm going to rotate it a little bit more. Yeah, like this. So maybe his belt, I don't really need to do too much with, because like I said, like they're not really going to be, this action should happen fast enough to where like people won't necessarily be able to see it or scrutinize it too much. Okay, I'm just going to move his belt up a little bit. Okay, let's see how that looks. So boom, boom. All right, so okay, good. All right. Okay, good. All right, now he's all wound up here. His Big Daddy cannon, or his like Big Daddy cannon right here, or is that his bomb toss? Or yeah, this his dummy, kind of like his dummy weapon that we don't actually use. So I think I'm gonna drop that down here and kind of rotate a little bit more. Yeah, so that we can see his arm a little bit better, or at least the top of his hand. All right, cool. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and kind of start bringing him back down. So I'm gonna actually use these frames here instead of like trying to like redo everything, and we're just gonna reverse the motion. So I'm gonna go out to frame 30 and paste this here. Boom, boom. Okay, good. Alright, so we're bringing him back down. I do want his arm to be in a different position though. So for this right arm, we're going to go ahead and rotate it up even more. And we're going to rotate this even more. Alright. And also, at this point, we're going to also need to switch the graphics out. So we have his Fanklin arm right and his Fanklin arm left, but we want this to, right now it looks like he's like trying to throw his grenade like this way. So we're gonna go ahead and flip his arm this way. Oh, and if you're asking, if you're wondering, I burnt myself like pretty bad, like a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, trying to make, well, successfully making mulberry jam. So I didn't try it, and it was amazing. It tasted great, but I did pay a price for it. So like sugar burns suck. So anyway, like if you'll notice what I'm doing for these two body parts, I'm just kind of switching the graphics very quickly. Boom. So now it looks like his arm is in an open position. And for the bottom one, I am going to need to flip that on the, not that way. I'm going to flip this on the Y. Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah, and that makes it look like he's like, got something in his hand that he's going to be getting ready to lob. And actually, since this is going to be a noticeable motion for him, I am going to make his arm a little bit bigger. Like, I'm just going to make it just like a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so at this point, what do we got? We got his kick, he's coming back down. Alright. Alright, and now for this, we're going to go ahead and drop him back. We're going to copy the first frame. And we're going to go to frame 40, and we're going to drop his leg. Actually, no, we're not going to do that, are we? No, I think we're going to go ahead and animate this one the same way we did already. So, all right, so we're going to go start with his like bottom leg, and we're going to rotate that down to where it's like touching the ground and move it. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and okay. So I guess I could go ahead and, for the sake of like saving time, I guess I could just go ahead and root this one and like drop it straight down to the ground, like boom, right? And that means I'll have to turn his right leg out. So his right leg is now like supporting, like supporting his weight, and his body will move forward to kind of lean into this now. So I'm moving everything forward and down a bit. Okay, so let me grab the body here. Okay, so if you'll notice, I'm actually bringing things a little bit downwards as well. So, okay, and his back leg is not attached, so rotate this out even more. And if it looks like his foot is kind of hovering, what I can do is I can just kind of make it a little bit longer. So I can stretch and retract these, which is also another reason why I use this style instead of like trying to rely on that like on inverse kinematics and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff I can do with this method that I cannot get away with using inverse kinematics. All right, so that looks like good. It looks like he's kind of putting his weight on his front leg. Right, and now what we'll need to do is we'll need to go ahead and move his head. At least attach that shit back to his body. All right, so we're going to make his head. Actually, I think we're going to leave his head like this for now. And for his arm, we'll go ahead and move this. And also for his back weapon. All right, and let's see how that looks. And don't worry about that back arm, because that back arm is gonna like be moving to shoot while he's doing this. Okay, so let's go. Boom. All right. Yeah, that looks like he's got a lot of momentum coming forward for his toss, so we're gonna leave it there. And then, like at the next frame, we're going to just rotate his right arm. All right, good, good, good. So we're just gonna rotate this up, and we're going to switch the graphics back here. Now, like I said, this is really gonna happen so fast that people aren't probably even gonna notice it. But it, I mean, that's what I would like to think. But there's always that one nerd, like, it's just gonna be there, like, hey, I noticed that his wrist is facing the wrong way. So. Right, so, and I'll be like, yes, I know that his wrist is facing the wrong way. That's why you should support my Kickstarter and pay me to make this so that I can actually do a better job. And that will be my hook. All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and make this maybe it right around here, make it look like this. And then on the last frame for this, I think this will be the last frame, we're just going to tilt its head down. And actually, this kind of gives me an idea for his attack animation as well, because I haven't actually thought about. I'm kind of making their attack animations as I go. I know their character. I know I know their personalities and their characters and stuff like that. So, but when it comes to like thinking of the attack that I want them to use, I need something that's going to kind of match. And this gives me a very good idea for his melee attack. All right, so this will be the final frame. So we're going to move his arm out a little bit. Actually, not move it out, but maybe go ahead and stretch this out or make it a little bit bigger. All right. All right, and this will be when the grenade is actually like launched. But all right, so like I said, don't worry about that other arm. Okay, and this will be a pretty quick motion. So now that we've kind of got this here, I do want it to pause at certain points. So I want this frame to be paused. Yeah, so I want his wind up to pause. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy these frames and I'll move them temporarily over here. And now when he comes down here, yeah, and then, yeah, that'll be good. All right. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so everything should be like a kind of lining up here. I do want the rest of his body to... Yeah. Because really all I did was just kind of move his head here. Okay, yeah, I kind of want it like that. All right, and then for the final frame, okay, yeah, that's kind of what I didn't want to happen, because you'll notice his head is like flying off his body here, so we're just gonna like leave that there. So what I'll need to do is for this final frame, I'll need to like maybe slightly move everything forward a little bit. Okay, so I'm not going to move him too much, just a little bit, to where it records all of those like keyframes. Okay. Okay, good. And then I'll come out here to 110. I'll copy these frames. Yeah, that'll give him a little bit of pause after the throw. So boom. All right, so you'll notice how he kind of like stops there. And that's kind of what we're looking for. All right, now, so we've got the animation kind of set up, and now let's take a look at the, hold on, let me see how bad that other arm looks. Okay, that other arm still doesn't look that bad, considering what we're going to do with it, so we'll leave it like this for now, because I don't want to mess with, Right, so now what we have to do is, now I can copy these frames over here because I need to turn his one arm off. So I went ahead and turned his right arm, the throwing arm, back off, and then I've turned his weapon arm back on. So let's see how this looks. All right, yeah, that looks good. All right, so now let's play around with the timing a little bit. So that timing doesn't look too bad. So he just like lifts his leg, tosses the grenade. I do want a little bit more of a pause there, though. So so we'll extend this pause out a little bit. So I'm just gonna drag this out to give his leg lift a little bit of a yeah, there we go. So boom. I could give it a little, give it a longer pause. Maybe. Okay, yeah, that looks like more of a baseball type of Toddy. Okay, there we go. So this will be his, animation for lobbing that grenade. Now, the overall animation, I guess the pauses look pretty good, but the overall animation is still a little bit longer, so I will make it a bit faster. Let's see what it looks like at 1.10. That still looks a little slow, actually. So, what about 1? Okay, that's too fast. Can't see shit. Alright. Okay. So I think we can kind of get away with this one speed-wise. For the final frame, I'm going to drag the final frame back out to this one. Okay, instead of giving him his gun arm back, I'm just going to rotate this arm all the way down. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. Alright, so, now, this animation is going to play when he's, like, tossing a bomb. So, need to see if I actually have that implemented. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to Fanklin here. So he got this. We haven't done his run cycle. We haven't done any of that stuff. So he's got his grenade toss. Okay, I haven't set this up for his throw yet. But you can see that his idle animation is working. He is bouncing up and down like he's listening to music, which he often does when he fights, by the way. So yeah, looks good on both sides. He's got his little head bounce here, right here. His shoulders aren't moving, but that's because these weapons need to be able to rotate in any direction. So yeah, that's good right now. Alright, and I'll have to do like some coding to implement that bomb toss for him in a little bit, but I'm not going to do that right now. So let's go ahead and work on his other animation. We've got his attack. Let's go ahead and give him a dead animation. So this will be a little bit of a faster animation because it's not going to require any like real animation. So for his dead, let's see, we have Zinjin dying this way, we have Corey dying this way, we have Megan like kind of laying on the side. Fanklin, since he's a bit of a little bit more of a comical character, I think I'm gonna have him like die on his knees, kind of with his butt sticking in the air. Like he's still a cool character, stuff like that. I want to see if I can kind of pull that off though. All right, so for his dead, Alright, so we're going to start with the body. We're going to go ahead and just kind of rotate his body out. He's got, all of my characters, to be honest, kind of have like a little bit of, have a tragic story for the most part. So the game looks all cute and stuff, but it does get pretty dark in some points, especially when we start getting into their backgrounds and like where they came from and stuff like that, and why they joined. Right, so in this time I'm going to go with his, yeah, this time I'm going to move his legs. So I'm going to move his right leg and his left leg up. Okay, yeah, so something like this. And I'm going to rotate his legs in. And these will also be bent backwards. So just kind of like he's dying on his knees. Okay, for his left leg. Rotate that one back, and I'm gonna drop this all the way frame wise. I'm gonna, like level wise, I'm gonna have to drop that back a lot. Okay, so something like this. Now I'll grab his belt. Okay. Yeah, so something, yeah, something like this. And I'll rotate this part down. Okay. So, I mean, people aren't really going to see this so much, so I don't have to worry about putting too much detail into it. Okay, so something like that. And then his head is going to come like right here, and I'll rotate that. And this time I'm actually going to shrink his head down a little bit. Okay. All right, and his back bomb will also need to be rotated. Actually, I might rotate that straight up. Something like this. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave his like his bomb tosser like right there. Like, you know, when he dies, it just kind of stands straight up. Okay. All right, so yeah, that looks like a kind of decent. So he looks like he's kind of curled up a little bit. Now for his arms, for his primary weapon, I'm gonna leave his primary weapons off because I don't want them trying to rotate when he's dead. Like, just trying to shoot, like get his last couple shots in. So instead, we're going to use like his support arm. I do have another arm around here. Let's see, Fanklin left arm. Alright, sorry, that's left arm. Fanklin right arm. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to give him this fake right arm. So I do want him to die with his weapon in his hand. Right, so he's got this fake right arm here. That does it's a fake right arm because I don't want it trying. It doesn't have a weapon script on it that will allow it to rotate while he's dead. So this will just be like static. It's not able to move or anything. And then finally, I'm going to turn his left arm on. All right. All right, so we're gonna take this arm and kind of move it out this way. And then we're gonna take his elbow and then rotate it up this way. Maybe not rotated elbow, because that just kind of looks like he's sleeping. So I do want him to look like he's dead. So we're just gonna move it like straight out this way. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of dead to me. Right, and for his legs, for his right leg, I think I'm gonna move this down a bit. Yeah, move this one down. And for his left leg, I'll move this one. Actually, I'm not gonna move him, I'm just gonna kind of rotate it this way. And also kind of... Alright, cool. Yeah, he looks dead there. Yeah, does he look dead? Yeah, he looks dead. Alright, so I think we're gonna leave this one as his dead animation. I could move this back here in the middle. Alright, so now one thing to notice about the dead animation is like when you're doing the dead animation, you do need to shift everything down to the bottom because what we're looking at right here, this is his ground collider. So right now, if he dies, he's going, let's go ahead and demonstrate. Let me save this shit first. All right. Alright, hey Megan. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch over to Fanklin here. So, alright, so he got his idle animation. Oh, well, he's got his other arm showing right now because I haven't switched that off, so don't worry about that. But anyway, he's gonna run into this. Let's go ahead and like blast this. This white wall actually has a hit of like 200. So we just can't see anything happening to it, so I just kind of gotta get it there. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to kill this guy off. Now, he doesn't have... Yeah. I just noticed something about his jump. Why is he jumping this way? Yeah, we haven't animated his jump yet, so he shouldn't be moving that way. But, let me go ahead and switch over to Megan, who's got her jump boots. And you'll notice her animations are not playing right now. Okay, let's go find something that can kill me. Let's switch back over to Fanklin. Okay, this can kill me. Alright, good. So if you'll notice though, he's kind of floating in the air when he dies, so he's not making contact with the ground. And so when you're doing your dead animation, you want to make sure that your character does kind of die where he's supposed to. So you're going to make sure that his death animation kind of lines up with the ground contact thing. Alright, so let's go back down to his dead, and let's turn this back on. Alright, so like he's floating above his ground contact, which is what we don't want. So we're going to just grab everything. Oh, okay. Hold on, it just started raining, so I gotta get the laundry in. So wait right there, and stare at this guy floating in the air. I'll be back in just a couple seconds. All right, sorry about that, guys. Had to go outside and grab the laundry. So yeah. So where were we? Okay. So like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fix this issue here with him kind of floating, and that's pretty easy to do. So we're just going to grab everything. So grab his head, grab his belt, parts, basically anything that you see. Let's see, Franklin. Oh, his bomb and his left arm, and he just hit something and dragged him down here. And don't worry, like if he appears to be like like in the grass or whatnot, that's kind of on purpose. So I'm gonna be switching a lot of this level stuff around anyway next week. Um, now that we've done that though, this left leg looks a little bit weird. So we're gonna grab this left leg and just kind of rotate it down again. Rotate it down, drag it out. Yeah. Alright, this looks like it might work for him. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna let him die like this. And as a matter of fact, I'll probably move this bottom part of his left leg down like this. Okay, now he really looks dead. Alright, so let's go ahead and play, or save and then play. Okay, good. I'm gonna scale this up to 1.5. Right. So. Whoa, okay, this is like still happening when he jumps for some reason. Yeah, so I'll definitely have to fix that. Yeah, normally that doesn't happen, so. But I did hit my animator, so. Okay, so yeah, we'll take a look at that problem when he jumps. Remember, we haven't done the jump animation yet, so. Okay, hold on, something just went crazy there. I don't know what that is. Give me a sec. Alright, let me jump back into Fanklin right quick and see what we just did. Yeah, I did that on dead, I think. Yeah, so let's play. Okay, yeah, that's all good. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Alright. Okay, his dead animation. Why is he all balled up like this? Okay, I got a bit of a mystery here. His idle is working. Let me go back down to his dead very quickly. I'm gonna copy all these frames right quick and just kind of delete them at the moment and see what that does, because that is weird. Yeah, I haven't had that happen before. Okay, yeah, he's standing there, he's got his idle. Yeah, this is happening when he's jumping. Why is this happening when he's jumping? We haven't done anything on his jump yet. Okay, that's actually, hold on, that's actually kind of weird. Okay. Yeah, it's hit like just dropping all the way down there for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why it's getting all jumbled like this. Okay, let's do something about that. Like, so I'm gonna kind of back up on this and see where everything kind of went wrong. I think I was on the dead animation. Yes, I am completely undoing this dead animation right quick. Because the dead animation is actually pretty easy to do. For his attack animation, this one I think I can kind of leave. Okay, that should be alright. Idle animation is all funky though. Huh. Alright, let me do something right quick. And clear this maximize on play. I'll just like make this a little bit bigger. Now I know I do have his other arm kind of showing, so, but that shouldn't really be the issue. Okay. So when he moves, his head drops all the way down. What in the world is that? Alright. Okay, let me go ahead and reset all of this stuff back up to the proper level. Yeah, normally that doesn't happen, guys, so yeah, I'm kind of confused on this one. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this stream, and I'm gonna reset this guy, to see exactly where everything went wrong. It was working before, but I also kind of lost my train of thought as well. So, yeah, I'm gonna reset him a little bit because I'm kind of curious as to why he's kind of acting this way. Was going fine before we did that dead animation. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have a run animation or anything like that, so. Alright, so let me jump off, get this guy reset, and then I'll come back on because it might take a little bit of time for me to do that. Alright, so yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit, and plus I'm kind of hungry. I want to get something to eat. So it's actually kind of good timing. So I'm gonna grab something to eat and like get this guy reset and get him rigged up again so we can continue, and then I'll be back. So I will catch you guys in a little bit. Feel free to stop by my website and check out the other characters, check out the lore of this, and don't forget to stop by my Nerdy Urges online store to pick up some merchandise with this character. Actually, let's go ahead and do some Fanklin searching. Alright, so I've already got quite a bit of merchandise with this character, so like, feel free to check that out. And I will be back in a little bit once I figure out like what's gone wrong with him. Alright, so catch you guys later, and